Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. Very special today. I'm looking at Teco Toys Age of Mecha. These are prototypes, not finished articles, not finished toys, not factory made, 3D printed prototypes. There was a Kickstarter that didn't get funded, unfortunately, but it is going to happen again. So do watch out for that. These are 1/35 scale, and I've been following this for a long time. They look amazing. So I'm really happy that I've been sent some prototypes to have a play with, have a look at, and see what they're about. So I've got one big mech here and two figures, and I think it's a figure and exoskeleton armor there. So let's have the little figures. Look at the little figures first. So this one, Yana Wolkowa. So some bio data on the back, where she was born, St. Petersburg, her height, trained as a police officer, transferred to blah, 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 and more information. I don't think the camera will pick up, it's so small. But never mind. Let's have a look at her. Looks pretty cool. Figure and the helmet accessories. There is sponge, nothing underneath the sponge. Nice packing, very green with this cardboard. I like this. Okay, let's put that over there. So let's get her out first. It's a little Ziploc bag, yeah. Out she comes. Again, I'm going to say there's a lot. These are prototypes, and I'll stick her closer to the camera. You get a look. Looks pretty cool. So articulation, she can look left and right. There is a small up and down and a small side to side. Shoulders go not quite to 180, but that's still okay for this scale. In fact, that's really good for this tiny scale. They look a bit similar to like Mega Construx, Mega Blocks, but these are realistically scaled, not like the cartoon style. Elbow joint, she gets a over 90 on the left and over 90 on the right. She's got a ball for the waist, so it's forwards, side to side, turn backwards. Look at the hips, that's like awesome. Nearly full splits on the hips. Forwards, not bad, but then the sculpt gets the way backwards is pretty good as well. Single knee joint, but you'd expect that on something this small, and she gets well over 90 degrees as well. And then there is nothing on the ankle, nothing on the wrist. I would have liked to see a small joint on the ankle and wrist, but never mind. At this scale, we can't really complain. Okay, so let's have a look at the sculpting printing. Really good details on the face, but again, that's so small. You're not going to pick that up on this camera. Very nice. Does have a feminine quality to the face. Nice details on there. Accessories. So let's have a look at these accessories and how she holds them. Well, she got a helmet and a gun. Oh, two guns. Helmet is just going to be a pushover fit, I believe. That does look pretty cool as well. And then she has two guns, and there are holes on her legs and pegs in the guns they can go in. So let's see how she holds her guns first. So we take this black gun here, this sort of rifle, holds that really well. And this pistol, yeah, she holds those really well. Let's see how she stands up with her guns. Pretty damn good. And easy to stand up as well. Okay, as I said, the guns do have the little pegs on them, so they, on both sides, so they can or should be able to. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Very easily just attach to the figure's thighs. Ooh, that one came off. For safekeeping, or for when I'm not in combat and shooting the bad guys or whatever. Very easy Very nice. So there's one. I'll put out of view for a second. Next one is, who is this? Dr. Matthias Mad Doc Vogel. Again, biodata on the back. Let's put this over here. Let's have a look at him. I'm interested to see the face, how they've differentiated the face between the male and the female. So I'll have a comparison soon. Well, it's easy to see there. It looks like they've gone for a more broader jaw than on the female one. Let's have another check. Yeah, it's a broader jaw and more pronounced sort of eyebrow ridge. So that's a pretty good job there. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the bust, the boobs. Right, that's her helmet. Okay, so his articulation will be the same. So I'm not going to spend time doing that. I will look at his accessories though. Again, he has a helmet and he has two guns. Are they the same? They look to be the same gun, so I'm not going to worry about the guns. And the helmet is the same as well, so I'm not going to look at the guns or the helmet, but they are the same. But they do look really nice. I do like this a lot. And the great thing at 135 scale is, you know, it's compatible with so much stuff, and it's really easy to build dioramas and stuff for it because it's small. Okay, here we have Exo Armor Heavy Type. And it tells us about that on the back, which again you can't see. But do I need a figure for this, or does this come with a figure? Oh, we've got instructions. Wow, there's a lot in there. And it does come with a figure. Okay, so let me check this out first. So instructions, I'll give you a quick peek at that. So it looks like the first thing I need is my figure. No bio data for this guy, so he's random man number 1. He looks very similar to the other two, but obviously he hasn't got that sort of chest plate or whatnot on him. Bit stiff in his joints. He looks cool. Okay, let me get my armor bits up and see what this looks like. This does look particularly nice, it has to be said. So that's what the headpiece, these are arms here. Legs and then weapons. All the little bags, let me move them out of the way slightly so they're not in your view as much. Okay. Seems like he's got some sort of big gun. He's got like a barrel, an ammo barrel, and ammo coming out. A nice mini gun there. Okay, so first thing, flip up the back of the armor main body and insert the pins into the pilot's back. Okay, like that. Pretty cool. Okay. That can come down now then, can it? Next, bend the knees of both pilot figure and leg armor parts by about 25 degrees. Insert lower leg and foot first and insert the pin into the thigh. Okay. Bend by about 25 degrees. What's that? About that much maybe? Which was the front? That has to be the front then. So then I need to have this leg first, is that right? Yeah. Okay, this is a bit more tricky. Okay, there's one. I do like the look of that already. Let's do number 2. There's 2. What's this? Okay, so next, insert hand grip first, then rotate until is positioned correctly within the armor. Snap the shoulder armor onto arms. Okay, so hand grip first. You have to do this part then. Okay, and that will just snap onto there. Is that right? Oh, that is a pretty decent looking exo armor. That is pretty damn awesome. Check that out. Now, if I compare him to one of the other figures who were the same size as him before he put the exo armor on, you can see that he's now like nearly 50% bigger. Pretty cool. And then he has this gun, which there's no instructions for, but there is a slot here. And it shows that these parts can come off, maybe. Anyway, I won't play around with that, but I will try and put this gun on. Let's see what it's like. Now the nice thing of this exo armor is the exo armor hands are on ball joints, so he actually gains articulation by having this, which is pretty damn cool. And the hands are different, so he can hold his minigun really nicely. And the feet are big, so it's really easy to balance as well. Oh, his shoulder part unsnapped itself then. Okay. That is awesome. Look at that. Yeah, you ain't gonna stand a chance against this bad boy with your little sidearm and your little pistol. Okay, so that's. Let me just tool these guys up in there with their bits, and then I'm gonna come back to the big bad boy mech in a moment. We can get comparison. I don't think the mech comes with anyone inside, but I will see in a moment. I was really quite upset this didn't get funded on Kickstarter because it's such well thought out and well designed stuff from the stuff I saw. Now that I've got prototypes, printed prototypes, mind you, as I said, in hand is even better. And bear in mind that these are manufactured and not printed, they would be even better again. Okay, so I will put these over here for now, give you a quick look. Okay, that leaves one more thing, the big bad boy, the mech, and I have got separate instructions that I was sent, safety instructions, because it says 3D printed UV resin tends to become very brittle over time, as does most plastic. Please follow these instructions for safe handling and to avoid breaking parts, which I don't want. Bear in mind, again, it's prototype. If it wasn't prototype, it would be more sturdy and stronger. Is this the right way up? Yes, it is. So it looks like I've got the, well, it says Fat Boy. I guess I'll know when I get inside the box if it's the Fat Boy or not. excited. And I've got here Fat Boy, and it has got how it's well, I'm assuming it's how it's assembled as opposed to assembly. Oh, how to put the armor pieces on. Oh, I see. That's interesting. And how to put weapon pods on, how to change arms. That's really quite cool. Very, very nice. I will keep that in close by because there's a good chance, well, in case it does come with extra bits, I can have a look at that. So we have foam. Ooh! That looks awesome. We have here, what's this? This looks like weapon pods. Oh, I don't think it came with weapon pods. Is this armor? More weapons pods, I think. Hand weapons, handguns. Whoa, look at the size of that bad boy. That's huge. That could work with your 112, well, your 112 scale figures. Okay. Nothing else in there. Okay, so let's get my instructions back on hand. I put them, in fact, let me put these guys out of the view for now so you can see the main attraction that's happening at the moment. He's currently in a very crouched position. I can see at the cockpit, it's just a hinge open here, and that is a beautiful cockpit inside. Not painted, but that's really, really nice looking. You can see there, and that's easy to open and close. I'm scared of breaking it. It's got to be so gentle because it's printed prototype. Okay, so it's up and the arms are still folded. Now, to give you an idea of how big that is, I'll put one of these guys next to him. Now, get an idea. That's why 1/35 scale is awesome. You get really big stuff like this. And it's, you know, it's affordable. It's not going to be huge. And it's easy to do a lot more vehicles and stuff as opposed to like a 118, which I love, or 112, which I like. I'll get to like 1.6 and it's ridiculous then. Okay, so shoulders. Okay, no problems there. Ball joint hands, which pop out quite nicely and go in quite nicely too. And it looks like he has articulated thumb, one thumb, and he comes with 2 fingers. So it's 3 fingers, 3 digits in total, and they are all individually articulated. And now my finger just popped out as well twice. That could be due to shrinkage. Okay. Again, I'm going to say this 400 times. This is a 3D printed prototype, not a finished toy. And he does look the part. That looks phenomenal. Now, this is an armor piece which popped out when I was when it was in the box. That can just be pushed on like so. So the armor pieces like that, the shoulder pieces, these leg pieces, these all can come off. let's have a look at how I do these bits with these weapons and stuff. Okay, so basically his arm can just pop off and these can go on. He can hold that with his hands, though his hands will probably drop off again. Pistols he can hold. We've got some more bits here, which I need to insert. So the small one goes on there's two holes on the back you can see here. And that goes this way or that way? No, that way. Okay, so there's two holes here. Let's insert that in. Don't want to push it too hard. Again, because it's a prototype. And then the bottom one is at the front, underneath the cockpit. You see the two holes here and here. This will insert in there as well. Quite nicely. Not too tight in again. These parts, they insert into the back of the cockpit. You see the two big holes here. Can you see? There and there. And these parts go upwards. Now the next one. That is looking phenomenal. Okay. So before I do the guns and change over to the weapon packs, I'm going to look at a couple of bits. So look at general articulation. I need to be very careful still since it's a prototype. So upper body, I believe, is on a ball. Is that right? Yeah, on a ball. So it twists and it tilts, but that's quite stiff. Arms, you can see, is a simple ball joint. Goes very far. If I take the armor off, that will go further. We have... There's the armor coming off there. We have a single joint bicep curl, but look how you can't get tighter than that for a bicep curl. I mean, that's just, look at that. That's fully closed. I can't get that tight, you know, and he can. That's phenomenal bicep curl. Really, really good. Wrists are on a ball, so they have your ball motion. There's individual articulation in the three fingers. Hips will go to full splits very easily on the sideways. They will go full splits forwards and backwards, again because it's on the ball. Knees are a double knee joint, and I believe he'll get a, oops, armor dropping off here. Completely tight bend on the knees. Which way does this one go? That way or that way? This way. Okay. Ankles. Let's have a look and be careful on the ankles. So all the way up on the ankle, you can see, and it'll go back till it hits the white parts on the back there. They are on a ball, but these are quite stiff, so I don't want to be moving them too much at the moment without loosening first. And also we can see that with the feet, you can push the feet upwards like this, and suddenly it transforms into being on wheels for a almost roller skating fast getaway. And that's another cool feature on this. So there are wheels underneath there. Very, very well thought out. I like this a lot. I've got to say, this is absolutely superb. Really, really fantastic piece. And bear in mind, as a prototype as well, that makes it even better. You imagine this was the real finished McCoy, this would be phenomenal. Okay, so I think they hold the guns well. My only worry is the things are going to drop out purely because it's a prototype. There are again little pegs on the guns, and there are holes on his sides, like in his joints. They fit there? No, where did these go? Somewhere it will fit, I'm sure. I was hoping it would fit in the joints, but it's too loose in the joints. The guns are nice. The pistol here looks pretty good. Maybe a touch simple for my liking, but very, very nice. Let's see how he holds the pistol. Get him nice and straight and big first. Bam, bam, bam. I'm telling you a lie, the notches are for the hands. They go into the palm, so he actually holds it more tightly. So that's something we've seen before with the B25 acid rain. B25 acid rain stuff. They've got the holes in the palms as well, and a few other lines do that as well, which is a nice feature. See, my only concern would be about this as a toy, as a finished article, not the prototype, is that if it's going to be top heavy, then the joints have to be really, really stiff. Holds the gun particularly well. Very, very well. Okay, let's take that gun out. Probably lose a finger. No fingers lost then. And obviously you can do both guns. Let's look at his main cannon. Looks like a flame cannon or plasma cannon or something. Now this does look so good. There's also a little slot cut in the top. I'm not sure what that is for exactly, but the gun itself looks fantastic. Let me take the hand out again. I think it'd be slightly easier. Get the hand to hold it before I do anything else. I mean, look how he holds that. That is that is just perfect. Oh, and I just scraped some paint off using the gun. You can see at the top there. Can you see? There's a small part. I scraped the paint off there. That's my mistake there, but never mind. Holds the gun particularly well, one-handed or with his awesome articulation. I'm scared of his fingers dropping off. He can do this two-handed as well. No, don't drop off on me. Phew, didn't lose that piece. Now the creator of this line, Michael Hearn, you can see he's put his heart and soul into this, and it is phenomenal, you know. This has been a labour of love, you can tell, and it's really paying off. Now, one thing that's missing, there's no bicep swivel, which would make this slightly easier. So we're relying on his wrist articulation here, which makes it slightly more difficult. He can do it, but I'm going to keep popping off his fingers while I'm trying. So he's doing it now, but it doesn't look the best. Bear in mind that this has been hand painted, so that's why I scraped the paint off by accident a minute ago. Okay, so let's take the gun off now. I'll show you where the paint scraped. So if you can see the arm here without the hand, there's a small line there where I scraped the paint. Now, obviously that wouldn't happen on a production toy version because it wouldn't be hand painted like this. Okay, so now we come to the bad boys, these weapon pods, which can replace the arms, one arm or both arms, depending on what layout you want. Let's have a look at these first. These do look pretty cool. Oh, they've got hinged doors, it looks like. Oh, yes. And my door just came off. There we go. And you can see aside, you've got the rockets and the back there. Very, very nice indeed. This is well thought out and designed again. Now, I believe the arm just pops off. You've got to hold it from quite high. Let me have a look. Arm comes off. Okay, so let me see if I can not break this. Take the arm off first. That was easy enough. Now I can have this with one or two weapons pods now, if I so want. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, so he does have other ankle articulation, which, let me have a look, which should swivel, but I've not done that yet because I'm scared of this being a prototype and breaking it. Let me have a look. Can I do that? Let's have a look at his ankle. Yeah, it's quite stiff because he's on a like a barbell. So there's a joint at the top and a joint at the bottom, and only the top one is moving at the moment, not the bottom. The bottom one is a ball joint. There we go. Now it's moving. Now I've got this and I've got this side to side. Okay, let's try the other side. Can I get this one to move as well? There we go. So now we can do some really, really dynamic posing with amazing balance. Look at that. These have got fantastic articulation, very well designed, as I said, very well thought out, looks the part. So we have the Exo, is it called Exo Armor or Heavy? They're called the Exo Armor Heavy type. We have our two other figures here. So I've got three figures. And I got the mech. These are all prototypes again, and they are amazing. Fantastic job. A big shout out to Teco Toys, and I'll put their YouTube in the link there in the description as well if you didn't see it earlier. And a big shout out to Michael Herman. Thank you for these, trusting me to review your prototypes here, which they are amazing. I backed full in for the Kickstarter, which didn't go ahead, but I'll be backing full in again on the next Kickstarter and so on, because this is absolutely amazing. Okay, now he says they're 135 scale. Now I do have a couple of 135 scale bits which I'm going to compare with just to see if the scaling is right. Mind you, it doesn't mean if it's different that the scaling is wrong, because it could be wrong on the other bits I've got, not necessarily on these bits. So here is my mech. Let's have him standing tall. Have it in peacetime mode. Boop. Boop. And then these two guys are speaking to our Exo Armor Heavy type, and they are saying, "I told you should have gone before we left." So I do have 135 scale toilets. Are they the right scale? Here, let's have a look. And the answer is they are perfect scale. Perfect 135 scale. Okay, one more thing to do. apart from go to the toilet. These are big sister videos. And that is to put a figure inside the mech. Let me see, who shall I use? Doesn't really matter. Let's see how easy it is to put a figure inside. Now the actual cockpit looks quite big, so this shouldn't be that difficult. The only concern maybe I can see is the handles are like this. So no, it'll be okay. Just got to turn the shoulders out. So let's use her since her guns are already on the sides. I'm not sure if the guns can stay there if she's sitting down in the mech though. How easy is it for her to get in this? Cool. That's not looking easy. Okay, that can fit. That's been a bit of a struggle. Okay, let me take her helmet and her guns off her. And that should be a bit easier. Maybe we'll see how if I can get her in. Okay, she can go in. There's almost a holding one control stick, hold the other. It's not the most, it's not the best of fits, I would say, but I could be doing a little bit more space to put her head in. Tough with the helmet on, but she does fit, and she looks quite comfortable in there. If I leave that open, let's get him crouched a little bit. So it can be seen inside. Very, very happy with this. Fantastic design and thought went into this. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I'm signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be actually more Awesome Action Toy videos for you. Please check out my other stuff because there's loads of videos to hopefully keep you guys interested and see what's around. And please feel free to comment. I will reply if I get a chance. Bye-bye.